Well, it's a new year, and many of us make new resolutions, but we know they're hard to keep. This morning, we have the story of one man who kept a promise to himself and his family and turned his whole life around.
Back then, it was just, you couldn't see past the next 24 hours. I had no real plans for a career or my future.
That is James Anderson, and after beating a years-long drug addiction, he'll tell you the best time to start is now. Anderson is an Ironman, triathlete, marathon runner, personal trainer. He's done it all after he hit rock bottom. And now he's inspiring others along the way.
Very good. 3 more.
James Anderson has spent countless hours in the gym.
Good work. 1 more. Come on.
As a personal trainer, it's his job to push,
2 more.
support,
Good.
and transform his clients.
Very good. Take them down. Rest.
But no transformation could ever compare to the one he underwent himself.
I had a full-blown drug addiction for about a decade. In and out of jail and prison for drug-related crimes.
An Ironman, a business owner, a husband and cat dad. Anderson is living a different life today than the one he once had.
It was just this constant battle to find money and get more drugs.
What started at 15 with marijuana and alcohol turned into pills, heroin, crack, and drug trafficking charges.
Back then, it was just, you couldn't see past the next 24 hours. I had no real plans for a career or my future.
Until one stint in prison, when Anderson got glimpses of what life could be, taking control of his body through physical fitness. At 25 years old, he knew something had to change.
It was this desire for like a better life, really. I just felt like this wasn't what my parents had planned for me, you know, and there's got to be a better way.
He got clean on October 14th, 2013.
I mean, back then, I didn't feel like I made choices about how I spent my day, like the drugs did, the addiction did. Now today, obviously, I get to make my own choices. I have freedom from that. And it allows me to dream and to accomplish great things.
And when he says great things, he means it. Every year on his clean date, he takes on a new challenge, a celebration of sobriety, and a way to constantly push his limits.
You are an Iron Man.
He's hiked Trolltunga in Norway, completed 8 hours of burpees, and after an unsuccessful first attempt in 2018,
And now I'm here. Again.
Hiked Mount Kilimanjaro in October.
That was tough, but so rewarding, so gratifying to be up at the top, you know, the roof of Africa, and it was an incredible experience.
A major milestone, not just for him, but for his family.
After the Kilimanjaro climb, my mom called me and she's like, all the sleepless nights were worth it. Like, I knew that you were meant for great things. And it was like the most impactful conversation I've had with her. It meant so much.
After spending so long battling his demons, and now with the perspective of nearly a decade away from them.
Yep, there you go.
Today, Anderson is sharing those lessons learned through his personal training business, Anderson Ambition.
I've been really interested in pushing the boundaries of what I'm capable of and trying to pass that along to other people and really help people smash through their own limiting beliefs and become the greatest versions of themselves.
More than 3,000 days sober, and Anderson hasn't wasted a single one.
I'm an addict. So I was very, very dedicated to destroying myself for many years. You know, I think deep down, a part of me is still trying to catch up for wasting a decade of my life. I don't want to waste a minute of what I have left.
So what's next for Anderson? Well, he's already started multiple businesses and has aspirations to be an author. But if you're wondering what he'll do to mark 10 years sober this coming October, he's planning on running a 100-mile ultra marathon. Whew, it's a lot of miles.
I'm just trying to conceptualize 3 in my mind, and
right.
The idea of a half a marathon and a marathon, that's a beast in of itself. But it is so inspiring to see someone go through such a hardship and want to conquer getting over that too. And I mean, it's a lot like athletics. You're trying to get over a hurdle, or you're trying to get to that next goal or whatever. And, you know, usually you may have a team, but sometimes you don't have that team, but you have that all within you too.
Right.
You don't have to always rely on someone else. And I think that's the important thing too. You can just focus on yourself and get better personally.
Exactly. And he really sees that, you know, from his work as a personal trainer, just working one-on-one with clients. He's had clients he's worked with for years, and just being able to make those improvements. And he's acknowledged, you know, he's like, I know that not everyone I work with wants to do the things I do, like do the 100-mile marathon, you know, or hike a mountain. But just to be able to feel like you are stronger and every day you're getting a little better, that's all that matters.
That's all that matters. A little forward movement.
Yeah, it's important. Well, let's go ahead and get